Hi everyone, I'm Shaylin here with Reedsy. Today we're going to be talking about some ways to save money on self-publishing. Self-publishing has become a more viable and accessible option to a lot of authors. But the main barrier for self-published authors in most cases is going to be cost, because you are funding the entire production of your book yourself. However, there are some ways that you can cut costs on self-publishing, actually save quite a lot of money on your self-publishing costs, and still end up with a really high quality book. So in this video, we're going to cover 5 different ways that you can save costs on self-publishing without sacrificing the quality of your manuscript. Number 1, look for new publishing professionals. Newer publishing professionals often charge less because they don't have a ton of industry experience, but a lot of them are still very, very talented, and a lot of the times extremely eager because they're new to the industry. There are a lot of very talented editors and designers who are just getting started. Because they don't have years of experience, their rates are much lower, than someone who can say that they spent years working at a big 5. If you can find someone with only a few projects under their belt, enough where you can still, of course, vet their competency and see their skill set and know that they're going to be a good fit for your project and do quality work, they'll likely still have much more affordable rates than someone who has years of experience in the industry. Tip number 2, self-edit extensively before hiring an editor. Putting in the work yourself to edit your manuscript to the best of your ability can save you a lot of money in editing costs. If you deliver a really messy manuscript to an editor, well, you're basically just paying them to spot things that you could have fixed yourself. What will often happen if you deliver an editor a really messy manuscript is that you're going to need more rounds of editing. They're going to be able to fix things that you could have fixed yourself, but they won't be able to see those finer details because the book hasn't been developed to that point yet. But if you put in the time and maybe work with some critique partners, get some other types of feedback on your work before hiring a professional, and you deliver a really well-developed, polished manuscript, they'll be able to really make it shine. If you deliver them a really messy manuscript, they'll make it readable, but if you deliver them a clean manuscript, they can really, really make it shine. So doing the work yourself first can save you a lot in editing costs because you'll need fewer rounds of edits. As well, you want to do careful research on the types of editing first and make sure that you're getting the right type of edit for the stage your book is at. If you hire a copy editor and do a copy edit on your book, and then later realize that you need to do developmental edits, you're probably going to need to do a copy edit again because you've made significant changes to the book. So there's a lot of new work that needs to be copy edited. So putting in the work first, getting feedback first, and doing careful research on the type of edit that you need can make sure that you're getting the right type of edit at the most optimal point, which can help you save editing costs and also really maximize what you're getting out of that edit. Tip number 3, combine services where possible. A lot of publishing professionals actually specialize in several different skill sets and will offer you a discount if you hire them for multiple services. So for example, lots of cover designers also do interior formatting. There are developmental editors who also copy edit, or copy editors who also proofread. Or there are even translators who can also write sales metadata. You can save up to 30% by hiring one person to do several different services compared to if you were hiring a different person for every single service. Tip number 4, request a cover based on stock images. If you really want to cut design costs for your cover, go for a cover that uses stock images rather than original illustrations. Some designers can create really beautiful original cover art by combining and manipulating stock images. So for example, the cover of Ghost Forest by Pick Shuang Feng, this is a beautiful cover, but it was actually made with various stock images. It might look like an original illustration, but it was actually done by combining and manipulating various stock images. So you can create a cover that is a composite of stock images that can be licensed and manipulated at a much cheaper cost than an original illustration. So look for cover designers who are skilled and good at creating these types of covers, and you can end up with a really beautiful original cover without having to pay for an illustration. Tip number 5, grow your platform before you self-publish. To save money on marketing costs, start growing your platform as early as possible, even if you're years away from publication. Things like building a social media presence, making connections with other authors in your genre, and growing a mailing list can really pay off when it comes time to publish. It takes time, but it's best to start now as early as possible so you're not left starting from ground zero on your book's actual release date. Marketing to your existing audience is going to be a lot cheaper, potentially free, compared to having to advertise to new readers. So it can really pay off if you can build connections now and grow your audience now, rather than having to start with no connections when it comes time to publish. So those are 5 ways that you can save costs on self-publishing without any sacrifice to the quality of your book. I'll leave some other videos that we've done on self-publishing and marketing in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any new videos from us. We've got new writing, editing, and publishing tips every Friday on this channel. Until next time, bye.